Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Rodfather 916. You know, with Trump's election, it's sort of old memories, coming up. Old stuff that's on my hard drive that I haven't thought about in years. I'm thinking about some of those things. And one of those was an event in 2017. Not an event. I got to figure out another word for it. But, life happens with your friends, particularly as you grow older. When you're in high school or maybe early days in college, you could hang out. But once you become an adult, married, have kids, trying to pay the mortgage, you lose touch with a lot of people. And two of my friends were having a discussion, and I came up. And when's the last time you saw Rodfather? God, in years. And so one of the friends called and said, "Listen, we got to get together." And within a few days, I was doing something in Placer County, and my friend was working on a project in Placer County, and another friend happened to be in Orangevale, which is not that far from where everybody. And I said, "Well, listen, let's get something to eat today. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. Because if we don't make this happen today, it's going to be another 10 years." So we all agreed, and we went to a Denny's in the suburbs. And of course, we insult each other, which I can't share here, but it was racially charged between blacks, Mexicans, and Filipinos who's known each other who's known each other for years. And we have to be careful where we are, because sometimes we just forget. And we can be in a restaurant and people think, "Oh my God, there's going to be a race rise and that black man is going to eat all those people." But we were, it was a good moment. And so the place was quite full. We were kind of surprised because it was sort of after the breakfast shift, but the beginning of the lunch shift. And so it took us a while for them to take our order. And when they did, I went to the bathroom, excused myself, and went to my library as I do. Yes, it's rude. I went and sat on the toilet and checked my emails, responded to my emails and text messages, all that. I washed my hands, put my hands beneath the hand dryer, and when the hand dryer went off, I heard, which sounded like some kind of commotion out in the main dining area. So I kind of casually walked out there very slowly because I'm nosy. I'm nosy. What's going on out here? So I peeked out. Well, the commotion's at my table. There's these two men. One guy is leaning on the table talking to my friend. And what I heard was he told him, he said, "If you're in America, you need to speak English. If you're gonna speak Spanish, you need to go back to Mexico. But Donald Trump is gonna send you back there anyway." And so he was there with a friend. I don't know if the friend was there for moral support, but he was quiet, but he was standing there as the man's leaning on our table. And I could tell my friend was upset, and the other friend was upset. And he said, Donald Trump is going to send all you Chinese back. Well, again, he's Filipino. And so my friend saw me standing sort of in the cut in the area where the restrooms are. And so he looks at me, and his eye caught the eye of the person who's just causing all this drama at our table. And the guy stood up when he saw me. I'm a petite fella. I'm 6'4" and over 350 pounds. When they say blackout, they're talking about me. But so he left, and my one friend was just hyper. He said, "I got a pistol. Well, he didn't say pistol. He said, I got a gun in my glove compartment in my truck," which I didn't think that was a good idea. And he was going to get the gun. And so we're both going, "Listen, man, it's over. Don't worry about it." I was disappointed that despite being a full restaurant, nobody came to his aid. You know, it wasn't like one of those videos like, you shouldn't do this. You know, this is not this. It didn't happen. The waitress brought our food over, and we're still sort of, I don't know, in shock, I guess is the best word. We just, don't know what to do. I ordered a Grand Slam, and the only thing I ate was the meat, and I kind of played with the eggs and didn't touch my pancakes with the extra butter because I'm a growing boy. I always need extra butter. Um, but we noticed the guys were in their pickup truck, and their pickup truck was facing the window, but on the far end. And so that made us even more anxious because you don't know what this person has. He could have an AK-47. It's happened. Well, my friend is now really charged. He's going to go out to his truck. He's going to go face them, the whole 9 yards. And, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I thought of Richard Pryor, one of his albums, where he said, the tough guys, the graveyard is full of tough guys. you know. And so we ate and then we left. We ate. I mean, there was no sense of staying there. Everybody was upset. So we walked each other to the cars. We made sure that our hothead got in his pickup and we made sure he left the lot. Then my other friend, who was on one of the smallest cars on the planet, he was in a Honda Fit and I let him have it. But the people in the pickup didn't leave. It seems they were waiting for me. So the guy backed out of the spot, almost hitting somebody who was coming in. And he rolled, he went to the side, and my car is facing the street. And he said, "You motherfucking nigger," he said, "we're coming for you next." He said, he said a few things, and I kind of blacked out because, listen, I'm not used to being spoken that way. So I sort of blocked out certain things, but his intensity. And then when I got in my car, my sort of surprise and shock turned into rage. And this is the purpose of the video. Had we been in our teens and 20s, my friends and I would have jumped on those two guys and probably ended up in jail because I was stupid then. You didn't jump on my friends. I'm still like that with my friends, except I'm not violent. I can walk away with my ego intact, but sometimes I'm just human. So I'm suggesting anybody who watches this video, and I hope you all like, subscribe, share this video if it works for you, is be vigilant, hold on to your head and your ego. If you walk away, your ego will be just fine. But they're not likely to come into the middle of Sacramento. You just may happen to be in a shopping mall near there, and they're just idiots out there. And don't assume that everybody who's wearing a red hat is racist. But maintain. If you need to leave, leave. Don't get into discussion. Don't get into heated argument that could become deadly. I mean that literally, deadly. Just a thought. This is Ron Father wishing everybody love, joy, peace, and happiness. In 2017, this got better. People calmed down. So there were less people. But there's still people who are emboldened, who feels that they have a right or they're superior to us because of their skin color. Just keep that in mind and be safe out there, please. This is Rodfather 916. Please be safe out there. Much love. Bye.